Hello, this is Len Lindsay taking a look at setting up, putting together Labyrinth Special Edition main game board. You're going to get all the movable pieces. You're going to get little punch outs, pretty nice thick cardboard. They're going to each go into all of the tiles, the 3D tiles that comes with the game. And you're going to get the main game board in 4 pieces that fit together just like a jigsaw puzzle, as you can see right there. Also note that with the game you got an extra game board with a little note from Awakened Realms. Apparently they found after producing this board that they could make it a little bit better, and so they did. They made it a little bit better, that this one might cause problems after being used a while. So they said, if you ever start having problems with the initial game board, use the one that they gave you as your free gift. So you're actually going to get 2 of them. Don't mix them together. Let's just put this together. Now, when you put this together, notice that the corner has half of a color. So we're going to match the colors together to make the game board. So let's try that. So we've got, let's see, here we go. Here's yellow. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to look for another yellow to put with it. I've got a purple here. I've got a blue here. I've got a red here. Got purple there. There's yellow. So yellow is going to go there. So now yellow is together, and the rest should be a little bit easier. Here I've got red. I got to match up with red right there. We're going to match up the red there. And then the rest will just fit, of course. The blue is going to go here with blue, which will also fit together with the purple. Put that together. Now, as you'll notice, there's holes, literally holes in the game board. After you punched out all these pieces and put them into the tiles, you'll be ready. But the one thing to take care of, there's 4 pieces that have a little color symbol on it. That's the ones for each character. They're going to go in the corner of your main game board, and these corner pieces need to go in the dark gray corners. This is a light gray corner. You would not put the 4 main pieces in a light gray one. Okay, the easiest way to set the game board up, in my opinion, you can do whatever you want, is that all of the dark gray pieces are going to go in the holes of the board. And I usually will start by putting the corners in. And once the corners are in, we've got like a definition of where the maze is going to be. And you can put whatever color you want in whatever corner you want. That doesn't matter. They're just corner pieces. So now I've got the 4 corners ready to go. Now the next thing I do is I take all the dark gray ones, and I put the edges together with the wall on the outside. So the wall will be on the outside. This would be incorrect, and that would be incorrect. The wall goes on the outside. Remember, these are not going to move during the game, so make sure you put them correct. So I'm going to keep looking for all of the dark gray pieces and put them in the board. I'm going to go do the outside first. Here's another one. And of course, on the bottom, it's going to be the wall right according to the edge. I found another one. That's going to go on the other edge right here. Matches that. Keep looking for more dark colored ones. There's room for a dark color one here with the edge right by the edge, the wall right by the edge. Now then I found another one. That wall's going by the edge. So it's starting to look pretty good. Let's get the top of my game board. Of course, there is no real top because it's just a square. You can turn it any way you want. If you had a Lazy Susan, you could just keep moving it around. Okay. That'd be a big Lazy Susan. Okay, so now we've got the edges completely done. We have 4 more holes, and the walls are going to alternate like they're going around the edge of the middle. So we're going to find the 4 more I need to find 4 more of these dark ones. So we're going to put an edge to start with, and then the next edge is going to be as if the wall is going around. So we're going to put the next one here. Okay. Hard to do with one hand. So see the wall and the next wall here. So the other wall is going to go right here, like the wall's going around. I need to find another one. Here's another dark one. Dark one goes here. And while you're playing, this will be helpful to you to remember, if you see a dark color, you know you're not going to be able to move it. So don't have your strategy be moving it. So look at how the wall went. This is straight up to here. Where am I? Right here. We go straight up around to here, down here. Now this one needs to be this way so that the wall will come around and then go back up. So now the whole game board is set up with all the dark colors the way it belongs. And the final stage of setting up your board is take all of the light colored gray and put them anywhere you want. And so you can just do it any order you want. Just fill up the board with the game pieces, the tiles, and that's going to be it. How do we get this all done? So let's do this. What happened to this one? That one's a little bit loose. Make sure that they're in the hole correctly, and if they're a little angled like this one, you're going to eventually they'll all straighten out when you start pushing them through. So gradually we're going to be emptying this tile rack here. So we could just keep putting pieces in. We put them anywhere we want, facing any direction we want, because it's supposed to be random. We're getting there. There's those. We're getting close to the end. We're here. That's it. Come on, get some more. Okay. And just how many more? Not much. But you can see it might look like a big job to set this thing up, but it's very straightforward how to put this all together. And then when you're done with the two, now the 2 trays are empty. I've got them all here, and there's one missing, but you're not actually missing one. You have to look in the other tray. There's 2 more pieces in the other smaller tray with your game pieces here. So let's put this here. So here's the 2 more that you need, and you'll say like, wow, there's an extra one. And you're correct. Now the game board is completely set up, ready to get started, and we have 1 extra piece, and that's correct. This extra piece is for the first player, and when the first player starts, they're going to put it in 1 row in any direction they want, and they slide it up. Oh, it hit the box. I was going to show you the box. I can show you the box. It was very interesting. If you look at the inside cover of the box, it's a map of your village, and it's actually metallic. So there's magnets you're going to get when you play the Chronicle game. The magnets will stick on that map, and you can slide them around. And if you turn that upside down, they won't fall off. That's the theory. You can find out for yourself how that all works. And then when you play the game, I wrote summaries of how to play the game originally and the Chronicle version, the campaign Chronicle version. So it's a half of a page summary how to play the original, and 1-page summary of how to play the Chronicle game. So the original basically is pretty simple, because you just put some of these tokens these are like tokens of treasures, which I think are pretty ugly looking treasures. I don't know, everybody's art is differently. You put them on all the gray, but not the corners. Don't put them in the corners. So all the gray, oh, that one was loose. All the gray ones get these tokens. Dark gray, sorry, not the corner, and they're two-sided. They're same on both sides. Dark gray, dark gray, dark gray, dark gray, dark gray. Almost ready. We're almost done with these. I got this many more left to go. Dark gray, dark gray. So I think I got them all in the dark gray. And so we're still not ready. You still got some left. And now you put these on all the light gray ones that are not a straight path. You see right here, this is a straight path. They don't go on the straight paths. Just put them on anything that's not a straight path now. So I'm going to go through and try that. That's a straight path. I won't put them on that. And there. Here's a T path, another T path. And here's a corner. Remember, the corners, light gray corners, don't go in the corner of the game board. They're within the game itself. Straight path, nope, don't get one. That one will get one because it's a T, it's a corner. And there's a one that's a corner. This one's a T, that's fine. That goes in. Oop, that goes there. Let's see. That one. And do we got some more? Here's one. There's one that I put down there. So there might be a couple extra with none, but that's okay because it's all random, however you want to do it. Just that they're not on these tiles. There's no tokens, no treasure tokens on those. Once you have that set up, then you just take your miniatures, and if you got the purple one, you find the purple corner and put them in their own corners, depending on how many people are playing. And I got a yellow, I can go here. And you're going to deal out the treasure cards. They're right here. The treasure cards. And these treasure cards are going to have pictures that are going to match the tokens. And that's going to be how you're going to play the game, going and grabbing them. Read the summary that I've got up on Board Game Geek, BGG, Board Game Geek. And that will just in 1/2 of a page tell you everything you need to know to play the original game. The Chronicles is a little more involved, and you can try that out for yourself as well. Okay, this has been Len Lindsay having fun with pushing. This is so much fun watching these things turn like that. Holy smokes, it's a very nice, very well done job, Awakened Realms, and thank you for the extra game board. Be catching you next time. I should have another video with an unboxing next. Thank you. See you then.